What's up, guys? We're going to do the true story of animal horror detailed explanation right here in New York. The Amityville Horror is one of the most famous and controversial hauntings in American history. The tale, which has spawned numerous books, movies, and debates, centers around a seemingly ordinary house in Amityville, New York. While many are familiar with the supernatural elements of the story, the true events surrounding the Amityville horror are a complex blend of a tragedy, media sensationalism, and the disputed paranormal activity. This article delves into the true story behind the animal about the Amityville horror, separating fact from fiction. It will also explore the lingering mystery that continues to captivate the public: the tragedy at 112 Ocean Avenue. The story of the Amityville horror begins with a brutal crime that shocked the small community of Amityville. On November 13, 1974, 20 years old Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot and killed six members of his family. They were his parents, Ronald Sr. and Louise, and his four siblings, Don, Allison, Mark, and John Matthews, while they slept in their home at 112 Ocean Avenue. DeFeo later confessed to the murders, claiming that he heard voices urging him to commit the heinous act. He's, he was subsequently convicted and sentenced to six consecutive life sentences. Daily News: Son charged in slaying of six. Multiple counts of murder. Detective George Harrison left as Ronald DeFeo Jr. in custody as he arrived at the police headquarters in Suffolk County last night. DeFeo, 23, is accused of the murder of his parents and four young brothers and sisters. The victim, apparently slain Tuesday night or Wednesday, were found shot to death in their $75,000 Dutch colonial home in Amityville, Long Island. The motivations behind the murders have been the subject of much speculation. Some believe that DeFeo was driven by financial greed as he stood to inherit his family's estate. Others point to his history of drugs abuse and mental instability. The notions that DeFeo was influenced by supernatural forces will later become a central theme in the Amityville horror legend. The true reasons behind the killings remain unclear. The Lutz family and the haunting. 30 months later, after DeFeo's murder, the Lutz family, George and Kathy Lutz, along with their three children, moved into the house at 112 Ocean Avenue. They purchased the property at a significantly reduced price due to its grim history. According to the Lutzes, they began experiencing strange and terrifying occurrences almost immediately after moving in. The Lutzes claimed that they were plagued by a series of paranormal phenomena. Some include strange odors, cold spots, and the appearance of green slime oozing from the walls. George Lutz reported being woken at 3:15 a.m. every night, the same time the failed murders had taken place. Other alleged occurrences included the family dog trying to hang itself, mysterious hoofprints in the snow, and an apparition of a demonic pig with glowing red eyes. The family fled the house after just 28 days, leaving behind most of their belongings. The story of the haunted thing would later be chronicled in the 1997 book The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson, which quickly became a bestseller. The book's success led to a 1979 film adaptation and numerous sequels, cementing the Amityville Horror as a cultural phenomenon. Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators, play a significant role in the Amityville horror narrative. In 1976, shortly after the Lutz family fled the house, the Warrens were called in to investigate the claims of supernatural activity. During the investigation, Lorraine and Claire Warren claimed to sense a powerful and malevolent presence in the house. It documented various unexplained phenomena, including strange sounds and inexplicable temperature drops. The Warren believed the house was under the influence of demonic forces, a conclusion that bolstered the story's notoriety. The involvement added a layer of credibility for some and further fueled public fascination with the case. This has contributed to the lasting legacy of the Amityville horror. The skepticism and controversy. From the beginning, the story of the Amityville horror has been met with skepticism. Many critics have pointed out inconsistencies in the latest account as well as a lack of corroborating evidence. Some investigators who visited the house after the latest left reported experiencing nothing unusual. The most significant challenge to the latest story came from William Weber, Ronald DeFeo Jr.'s defense attorney. Weber claimed that he and Alexis had fabricated handed over several bottles of wine in order to profit from the house's tragic history. Weber's assertion that the story was a hoax fueled ongoing debates about the validity of the paranormal claims. In addition, researchers have noticed that some of the phenomena described by the Lutzes have mundane explanations. For example, the so-called green slime could have been caused by a common type of mold, and the strange noises could have been the result of the house settling. The demonic pig apparition, often described as Jody, has been dismissed by skeptics as a figment of the imagination, possibly influenced by the Lutz's religious belief. Despite these challenges, the Lutzes maintained that their experiences were genuine. George and Kathy Lutz both passed lie detector tests when questioned about the haunting. Those skeptics argue that this does not necessarily prove the truth of their claims. The legacy of the Amityville horror. The Amityville horror continues to be a source of fascination, not just because of the alleged haunting, but also because of the broader question it raises about the nature of belief, the power of suggestions, and the influence of media. The story has inspired countless books, movies, and documentaries, each adding its own spin to the legend. The house at 112 Ocean Avenue has since changed hands multiple times, with subsequent owners reporting no unusual activity. In recent years, the house's iconic appearance has been altered, with the distinctive quarter moon windows being replaced in an attempt to deter curiosity seekers. Despite these changes, the house remains a population destination for paranormal enthusiasts and tourists alike. Conclusion. The true story of the Amityville horror is a complex blend of fact and fiction, tragedy and sensationalism. While the haunting may never be definitively proven or disproven, it has undoubtedly left a lasting impact on popular culture and the paranormal community, whether viewed as a genuine supernatural occurrence or a masterful hoax. The Amityville horror remains a compelling and enduring tale of fear, mysteries, and the unknown. Thank you guys so much for watching this reading of the Amityville horror story. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe.